What's going on, everyone? Small Jamin here, back here with another video. So we are going to be looking at some few charts for the week of 30 November to the 3rd of December 2021. So this is an episode of only charts. So we are going to look at Bitcoin, and as well we are going to look at the US dollar index, and we're going to check out Euro USD. We're going to check out the Nasdaq 100 and the S&P. We're going to look at oil USD, and then on the JSE side we might look at ARCELOR, ATTACQ, and Break. So on the economic front, there's a lot of economic activity that is currently at play. So we might see the German unemployment change come out on Tuesday, and as well as the Fed Powell is going to be testifying again in front of Congress. So there's a lot of economic activity that's happening, like on the central bank side, because ATTACQ is going to be speaking again on Wednesday, and then the big one for this week will be, of course, the non-farm payroll, of which it's going to be the last NFP for the year 2021. So it's something that is really key when it comes to economic data. So another big story that's happening currently, it's the new corona strain that has surfaced. So it was first spotted here in South Africa, and all over the world they are talking about it now. So it's the Omicron variant, or some they can say it's the Delta variant, but it's one and the same thing. So the key points here and the symptoms that are linked to the Omicron variant have been described as extremely mild by the South African doctors, who first raised an alarm over the new strain. So the problem is that the new strain it's even bigger than the vaccine itself that has been circulating. So even the people that have been vaccinated, they are still at risk themselves with this new strain. So when we are looking at the crypto sorry about that. So when we are looking at the crypto side we can see that Bitcoin for the past 24 hours on the all major exchanges there's been a balance between the buyers. There's been a balance between the balance. There's been a balance between the buyers and the sellers. So as much as everything else has been under pressure, Bitcoin itself has been under a lot of pressure in the past 24 hours or so. So looking at the chart itself, BTC USD. I don't know what's happening with me, but I'm just gonna try to finish up this video. Okay, from the crypto side, we've seen that Bitcoin printed new highs, and after it printed those new highs, price had to come back down to this level. The 53,000 level, 53k level was a key level, and it did exactly what we thought it would do. It bounced off this level, and we might actually see perhaps price starting to move higher. But if this 53,000 level doesn't hold, you might see Bitcoin moving down to 47,000, even as low as the 41,000 mark. So this level is very, very key and important for Bitcoin to keep the bullish trend intact. So when we are looking at GBP USD, so when we're looking at GBP USD, we might see that you want the 4-hour chart. Okay, so there on the 4-hour chart now, when we are looking at GBP USD, now you can see that price did find support there at the 1.3288 level, and now price is trying to actually push higher. Maybe it can push as high as the 134 level, and even as high as the 135.18 level. So we might see that there's a double bottom that happened here, and then it tells us that there was a bullish signal that actually happened there. So looking at the S&P 500, so when we are looking at the S&P 500, we have seen that stocks have been really under pressure lately since the announcement of the new corona strain. So stocks have been really under a lot of pressure. You've seen the Dow falling a thousand points on Friday's session. So that's actually something big. So 1,000 points on the Dow is close to about 3%. So it's something that you should be worried about when you're looking at it. So when you're looking at the S&P 500 here, we see that it has touched the higher band of this channel, and we might see that the bearish strain is still there. We might see price actually coming back down to 44.88 even as low as 42.96 level, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. So when you're looking at the Nasdaq, so also on the Nasdaq as well, there is almost a similar play. Price was trading in between this range, touch, and now it's forming some sort of a head and shoulder that is there at the top there. So this is the right head, so the right shoulder, sort of the left shoulder, the head, and then this is the right shoulder. So we might see price actually coming back down to 15 to 50 level. So stocks are really under a lot of pressure lately. So looking at the dollar index itself, I almost missed that one. So looking at the dollar index itself, so the US dollar has been in a very bullish trajectory, but now we might actually see it taking a breather for the next coming days. Perhaps it will come back to this level here, the 95 hundreds, the $95 level, sorry, then maybe it can find support when it comes in, then price will actually move higher, targeting the 99 or the $100 level. So when we are looking at our own USD ZAR, so our own USD ZAR, the USD ZAR moves in line with the US dollar index now. So we might actually see that the ZAR itself might catch some, might find some strength rather in the next coming days, pulling back down to the 1588 level, and then eventually price will start picking up and then targeting 1660, even as high as 1750. So that's just a longer term view of the randing. So looking at ArcelorMittal on the JSE side, we said we're gonna check out ArcelorMittal. So ArcelorMittal, it has been moving extremely higher since the beginning of the year, and it has been moving extremely higher and smooth since the beginning of the year. And this level right here, the the 6 rand level, has been quite supportive when it comes to ArcelorMittal. So we might actually see price actually resuming this bullish trend that it had already made over the past few months. So ArcelorMittal is a straight buy. And then looking at ATTACQ, okay, so ATTACQ has been trading in this range for quite some time now. I think it's about since it enters this range in April the 30th, and then it has been trading inside this range. But I still have confidence that the South African property market will actually maybe come back, and then we might actually see property stocks actually moving higher. So ATTACQ, I'm holding this one personally, and I'm just gonna hold it for the longest run, for the longest term. This one, ATTACQ, it's they are the owners of Mall of Africa, they in Johannesburg. So this they have quite a good portfolio of other properties and holdings as well. So the last one we said we're gonna look at Ubrico. So Ubrico had been a rock star of a stock since the beginning of the year, and it shot up straight like this, and people made a lot of money with this spike, and now perhaps it is trying to find value between the 4 cents and the 2 cents level. So yeah, if you are still in Brico, you can hold, or you want to buy it for a second time, you can actually buy this one. So yeah, those are just some companies and charts to look at for this week. Those are just some companies and charts to look at for this video. Remember guys, this is educational content, educational material, not investment advice. So do not trade or invest money you cannot afford to lose. So the disclaimer is just like that: do not trade or invest money you cannot afford to lose. So for our premium channel, daily stock is 550, the Gentleman's Club it's 550. So for both FX and stocks it's 850. So these are once-off fees. Then you can follow us on our socials, Trading Views, Dlamini, Facebook, Interprep Asset M, and then I have a page on Facebook, Dlamini. That's why I also post some serious content when it comes to markets and finance. And then the business one since I press Asset M, and then my personal handle on Twitter, it's more. I mean, that's the one that I'm actually active on the most, because my phone is always in my hand, so I always tweet what I see and tweet what I think the markets would do. So all of those things are are not investment advice, but educational content. So guys, thank you. I'll see you on the next video.